Today I'm going to show you how to make easy, beautiful farmhouse shelves. I'm going to start by sanding down the wood nice and smooth. I'm using a 2x6 I cut to 34 inches. I sand the edges at an angle for a nice finish. This creates kind of a beveled look. You really want to sand everything down. You can start with a low grit sandpaper, like an 80 grit, and finish off maybe with a 400 grit or higher for a nice smooth finish. Look how beautiful this edge is looking. It just gives it a nice little extra professional detail. Now we're going to stain. I am going to use stain accelerator first. I'm going to use cognac stain and a weathered gray stain, and I will put all the products in the video box. So I'm going to first mix my stains. I add some of the gray, and this cognac needs a little bit more stirring, so make sure everything is nice and stirred so it's even the color. I'm applying a lesser amount of the cognac because it is a strong red, and I went a little too far, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of the gray. Just play with it until you feel that you have a good proportion of gray to red. And I'm going to combine it, but not all the way, so that there's some of the red streaks left in the stain mix. I'm going to apply now my stain accelerator just with a paper towel, just soaking it all into the wood. And what the stain accelerator does is just that. It helps the wood absorb the stain much more quickly, so you'll get a nice wood grain look. Next, we're going to apply the stain, and look how beautiful this gray is looking. I make sure to have some of the red or the cognac marks on the paper towel to reveal the streaks as I apply both of the stains here. It just creates a beautiful hue, a beautiful combination, and it's getting us to our character of our farmhouse look. One thing you want to make sure is that you use the paper towel and the stain to get into all the little crevices of the wood, because working with wood is imperfect. It will have all sorts of pretty character, elevation, and knots in it, and you want to make sure you get the stain even in there and the color even throughout your shelf. So once this is all applied, I'm going to let it dry overnight. Look how gorgeous this is looking. You can really see the variations in color and a lot of the wood grain. But I'm going to distress a little with sandpaper, just scrap sandpaper, just to expose some of the wood grain underneath and have yet another color showing through and adding character to our farmhouse shelves. For my final step, I'm using cerusine wax. This wax is wonderful to work with. It is very durable in sealing your finish once it cures, and it also adds a soft, cottage-like or farmhouse aesthetic. I really love working with this cerusine wax. It's very easy to apply. I just rub it on again with a paper towel and rub it in all over along the edges and everywhere, because this is going to be the final step for the look of our shelf. Once this is all on, I'm going to show you how beautiful it comes out and the next steps in finishing our shelves to get them on the wall.
I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Look at that beautiful finish and all the dimensions here. So now I'm going to attach some brackets. These are really easy to use. I have spray painted them a copper color, and once it's level on the wall, I mark my points for drilling to make sure everything is drilled in the proper place. And finally, you mount it on the wall, and that is it, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start